One brother is saying here, please don't promote race mixing. It's not good. White should marry white and Arab should marry Arab. But there's white Arabs. There's Arabs who are white. There's Syrians who are supposedly Arabs, but they're white. There's Palestinians who are ginger or red hair. Okay. So, and there's Romanians who are gypsies, for example, and black or dark brown. So, why the Prophet ﷺ said there's no superiority of a white over a non-white or an Arab over a non-Arab. So, who are you to tell that with all due respect? You know what I mean? How can you not promote race mixing? Bilal, one of the darkest men, Allahumma barik. I love Bilal radiallahu, married one of the high level Arab stock, like proper Arab stock, man. You're talking about from the strong tribe. And she loved him. And she lamented and wrote poetry when he was passing away because she loved him. It was dark, beautiful, black and beautiful. Okay, black beauty, Allahumma barik. Bilal radiallahu, we call the adhan, you know, in preserving what he was doing. So why? Who says no? Who says no not to promote? You know, tell that to the Arab brothers who go to Bosnia to marry white women or go to Morocco. You know, tell that to them. You know what I mean? So, with all due respect, my brother, with all due respect, that is not a correct statement. Yeah, the effects of having a phone on children's brain is horrible. It destroys a child's brain. This is why 2012 is where phones were basically introduced worldwide and children had access to phones like they've never done before. Since then, mental, mark the calendar, 2012 was the time where everything started going down on a mass scale worldwide, where psychologists were considering a crisis, a worldwide crisis of suicide, self-harm, depression, anxiety. And it was coinciding with the world introduction and world launch of phones in the whole world, 2012, about 15 years ago. And since then, we've been suffering. Can you set your DM setting to open set on open to verify user only? I tried DM, it wouldn't work. I have to see, because I believe it's the admins who run that. How do we protect our daughters in this day and age and our sisters from shaming the family? It's very difficult. You see, when a woman starts getting on TikTok and Instagram, she shames the family, bro. She brings shame upon the whole family. She brings shame upon herself. She brings shame upon everyone. Okay? She brings shame about everyone. Yeah, 100%. So, how? Yeah. Just watch what they do online. It's very difficult today also because of education, so many different things. Keeping in touch, to not have, for example, phones or tablets in the house. So I would say in general, because the mother's more with the children in the house, she can watch the children better and make sure what they looking at to filter it, to be careful. Now, okay, what do you advise if your wife wants to access your password, phone password? Please don't call me Sheikh, my brother. Allah bless you. I'm not Sheikh. Alhamdulillah. The Sheikhs are known. Allah bless you. What do you do? Well, again, it depends. Like, I think you don't have to share passwords unless there's a problem, okay, where you suspect it like properly with some clear evidence. If a woman's just jealous or just tries to, because for example, for a man, he might, for example, be looking into marrying a second wife or a third wife. It will hurt the woman if she sees that interaction. So a man might be working and might have certain information he has to protect from his people that he's working with. You see, it's kind of like saying, like, can a civilian grab the gun from a police officer? No, it's because there's a hierarchy. Police officer is responsible for the civilian, not civilian for the police officer. You understand? If a civilian wants to question a police officer, which is higher in rank, they have to go through the right channel. Same way, if a woman wants to question her husband on this issue, she can by going through her family, maybe a qadi, if she's really found that there's a severe issue and she suspects with clear evidence that he's doing something wrong, then he can be questioned by the correct authorities. But to go directly to him, it kind of violates that chain of command. The man can do it to the woman because the woman is under him in chain of command. So he's responsible for her. She's not responsible for him. Let's say he cheats or he does something wrong. She's not responsible for him. Let's say she cheats or does something. He is responsible for her. You understand? So again, it depends on your situation. You got nothing to hide. You're not really working with private information. So give her the password. But if you are and you don't want to, there's no obligation on you to give the password. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Sorry to interrupt the video for just a moment. If you've been following my channel for a while, you'll know how part of my mission is to help Muslims get marriage and get married the right way. Because when it's done the wrong way, it doesn't just cost you money through the mahar, the wedding and all that, but it costs your peace. It costs your children, your deen, and years of your life. But when it's done properly, you come home to a spouse you trust, a peaceful home, righteous children, and a marriage that brings you closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And brothers and sisters, the difference between these two types of marriages isn't luck. It's not luck, we have qadr. But it's having the right tools and systems to filter out the wrong prospects before you become emotionally attached. And it's too late. Whether there's a sister who isn't who she claimed to be, or a brother who isn't really the leader of the household or the one who he claims to be, if you'd like to learn more, click the link in the description and check out the marriage vetting blueprint. Also, check out the free vetting code. It's an in-depth personality tester with 50 pages of scenarios, decoding frameworks, practical texts, next steps, and understanding what you can actually do, what she means, what patterns to see before marriage. Now let's get back to the video. And if you've benefited so far, make sure that you like, subscribe, leave a comment, inshallah, below, and we'll see you next. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum. One of the first questions brothers should ask will your father accept race Somali or whatever. Don't waste your time. She refuses. 100%. 100%. Ask if your family is okay with me being black, Somali, Nigeria, this and that. Okay, not you, sister, because she might be, as I told you, very happy. She loves you the way you look. Okay? But if the family is like racist, bro, she's like, they don't like it. It's not good. It's not. So definitely that's a good way to assess right away. Don't waste your time. If not, don't waste your time. All right, guys and girls, my brothers and sisters, 22 people online. Don't forget to support our work here. Just add a comment in the comment section there, or just support. Just add a super chat, guys. It's right there next to the add a comment button. Alhamdulillah, may Allah bless all of you. Okay. Yeah, brother Tiger Line. So it says, racial mixing that is by pure choice is better than influence from fake choices. 100%. 100%. Assalamu alaikum. Sister says, Sister Leila, barakallahu fiki. Is a man who always wants intimacy in a couple considered not normal? And if it don't works as he wants the intimacy, he cheats. How can you explain this, please? So men have a healthy man has high libido, has high testosterone. In general, that is why Allah gave men the option to marry more than one wife. And other options when it comes to certain circumstances of war and so on. So a man has very, very large spectrum of choices, but he should never cheat. Cheating is unacceptable, especially when you have all those choices in halal. A woman should never, ever, ever accept a man who cannot control himself and cheats. I tell women, this is your choice. You can divorce if a man cheats. However, marrying another woman and wanting more intimacy because the woman cannot keep up with it, it's normal and it is encouraged. A woman might not be able to keep up due to her hormones, due to her makeup. She gets pregnant, she's on her period. A man might have high libido. If he's strong and healthy, usually he has high libido. By nature, men are polygamous. Men have strong desire, and Allah has given him the options to be able to fulfill that in the halal way. Guys, sadly, try to fulfill it in a haram way. That is totally unacceptable. Okay? So if a man cheats, he's not a real man. Like Allah has given him, like khalas. But does the man have high libido? Does he need? Yes. Okay, he does. Now, if a woman tries to keep up and she gives him enough intimacy, some women can keep up. Some women have the ability. Alhamdulillah, maybe he's not going to look for something else. I'm talking about halal. Haram, never accept. But if a woman cannot keep it up, she shouldn't blame herself or blame him if he's going to want to marry again. It's okay. It's better for him to marry halal than to do something haram. The world is trying to push men into haram and limit them in the halal. It's such a crazy confusion. Now, actually, what is more important, deen or attraction? Well, the Prophet said deen, 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 deen. That doesn't mean, see, it shouldn't be either or. It should be which one has higher priority. That's what is important. Okay? So it's not about either or. The either or mentality is not good. We need to look at priority. So priority number one, deen. Because under deen comes behavior, respect, so many things. Akhlaq. And then attraction. Second thing is attraction. 100%. A few weeks ago, I watched a very famous Reaver got married, but he went through a lot at first because his wife's parents didn't allow their daughter to marry him because he's from different race and Reaver. Yeah, sadly. But alhamdulillah, they got married after. Alhamdulillah. Yeah. And he justified his cheating because he wasn't fulfilled. Aha, okay. I see. This is the continuation of Sister Layla's question. He cannot justify the cheating. He cannot. If a man justifies cheating, he's a shaitan, man. He should not justify. Let him get married. Let him get married. He should get married. Okay. There's no excuse. No excuse. No excuse. 100%. How does he not want a second wife? Obviously, he does. Obviously. 100%. She should go to couples counseling, get the root why she's not able to be intimate. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. My brothers and sisters, we are talking about intimacy. We're talking about the importance of sexual education in Islam and answering questions around that. Please post your question, inshallah, online. Add a comment or just show love and support by hitting up one of those super chats. You'll see it right there. We're trying to get 20. We've only gotten 4 today. I want to thank those 4 people. Alhamdulillah, Jazakallah khair, GRKE twice, Farah De Luna again, and then Father Riyad, Jazakallah khair. 4 of you who have supported the dawah today and sponsored today's live session. Alhamdulillah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you all. All of you can help and support. Hit up that super chat. Also like and share. Alhamdulillah. I also set up the Q&A on the Instagram. It was there and I can open it up, inshallah, and see some of the questions there as well. There's a lot of questions that still need to be answered. Let's see the questions. Alhamdulillah. A lot of questions that have come in that we still haven't answered. Does same-sex attraction have a solution? Does same-sex attraction have a solution? If it's a woman can easier deal with same-sex attraction. She can still get married, have children. She can control it a little bit better because she's a receiver. In general, it's not that easy to know if a woman has same-sex attraction. Very, very difficult. Unless she's really, really on the extreme side of being super masculine, hyper masculine, and behaves that way and so on. But it's not that easy. So many, many women have same-sex attraction in today's world because of the shift in polarity that's ongoing. It didn't just shift like, all of a sudden north have become south. No, it's slowly moving. So right now, I would say many women are in somewhere in the middle, where they're confused. They are bi-curious, they call it. They're very interested in women. They're interested in men as well. Still, there's a lot of clients that I get with this problem. I think it's also shifting though more towards the other side because of the shift in polarity. It happens also on the men's side where guys are a little bit more gayish these days, more feminine. You can see that shift happening. But indeed, does it have a solution for men? It's quite difficult. When a man is, it's weird because men are a bit more black or white. It's like this or that. So if a man has same-sex attraction, if he's gay, he's pretty much quite gay. If a woman has same-sex attraction, is can be more bisexual. She can work with it. And again, because she's a receiver. For a man, because he's the performer, the provider, it will be quite obvious that he is gay. Quite, not all of them. For example, when a woman's a bit more masculine, the way she walks, the way she talks, her hobbies, her behavior, due to societal conditioning, a lot of people are not gonna question a woman when she comes and says, "Hey, bro, what's up, man? Yeah, oh yeah, cool, dude. Yeah." She's very masculine. Yeah, I like to do MMA, bro. Feminine things. No, that's not for me. That's weird. That's weak things, you know. A lot of women are gonna have very strong masculine presence. Okay, try to be with the bros. Try to be like one of the bros. A lot of men are not gonna question that because they've been conditioned to see that as something cool because society's been trying to shove that down their throat for the past long time, actually, maybe 3 decades now. But imagine if a guy comes and says, "Hello, hi guys, how are you? Yeah, I want to get married." Like, come on, you know what I mean? What are people gonna think? What's that woman? You as a woman, if a guy comes into the marriage vetting and he's like this, "Assalamu alaikum, sister. How?" I'm sorry to make this, but I'm just trying to explain. Most guys are gonna be like, I mean, her family guys are gonna be like, "What?" And the woman herself, she's going, "No, no, 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 thank you, no, 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 no." But if a woman comes to the marriage vetting, "Yeah, bro, I want to get married, bro." "Yeah, mashallah, brother. Yeah, man. Yeah, cool. All right. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah." Now she talks like, "Yeah, man." The guy's gonna, "Oh, she's still attractive. Might have nice features." He still sees her, like attractive. Okay. He's like, when she comes, like, "Yeah, I want a mission, you know what I'm saying, brother? I want to be a strong woman, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I can be strong, women should be soldiers, you know what I'm saying, man? I need me a good brother, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we can go like play football together, you know what I'm saying? You want to play some football, man? Right? So the guys gonna be like, "Yeah, I want to play some football, sister," you know? Right? So um yeah, that's the but guy is not gonna mind it so much, right? You see what I'm saying, right? Strong woman, strong character, masculine features. She still has feminine look. But if a guy comes in with his hands like this, very flamboyant, the sister herself is gonna be like, X, bro, X, X, X.
أشرقت نفسي بنور من فؤادي حينما رددت يا رب العباد وانتشت روحي